Welcome to Pagan Crafting. Today I bring you along on one of my annual foraging trips to Drumheller, Badlands, southern Alberta, Canada. These Badlands will take you back millions and millions and millions of years. And a really fun fact is that this area has the most hided deposited of dinosaur bones ever founded on the planet. This is my friend Stevie here. We're on a road trip. We're going to be foraging. We're going to be looking for things from ghost towns to found art to graveyards. We're going to take you along today. Now, starting off with these found curiosities, this found sculptures and art in the middle of the desert. So I'm going to take you along with me and just show you some of these really peculiar placements of... Every time I come here, it's different. And there was a lot more stuff here. It looked like someone's piled all the rocks. So there was a lot more lines here. This is Stevie here taking some pictures with some figurines that she bought. Doing some really cool shots. And there's anything from found necklaces to little Buddha kitties. Here's a necklace here. I found there's nothing religious. There's not marking deaths. There's no one's picture. There's just take a stone, leave a stone. There's just found little things. Seems like everything has a placement to the minutest little pebble. To interesting, like this wall was not here last year. This is a lot of work. Every placement has a purpose, and you can see that in the intention placed from the people that are creating these art findings in the desert. As you get the water runoffs, it changes the terrain. It could change their art. But it looks like the little offerings, and these were perfectly attuned with north, south, east, and west. What does these mean to these people that put it on here? And little fairy houses, little fairy doors. Just a small little village, just hanging out. And this is one of my favorite finds I've found here as well. This Buddha was recycled and reloved, and it looks like it's part of the terrain, like it's buried in the rocks now. This to me looks like a whale spine. It is so cool. This one is one of my absolute favorite pieces. It just keeps going. Did they finish it off with the blue stone, or did somebody add to it? But it is so beautiful. Look at this twisty, protective piece here. This I don't know where there's like not one piece of this. All these pieces of wood has to be brought in. Because as you walk around this area, you don't find these pieces just haphazard. These trees are not here. So whomever brought these in have hiked them all the way into this area. It's not memorial. It's just art. It's just wood and stone, art and bone. Metal, ceramic art everywhere. This area looks really cool with the runoff. Look at this squiggly dude. Some random bones. This is one of my favorite pieces coming up here. Look at this guy. He's dancing. He's partying. Oh, wait, no. He's a Chinese dragon. Yeah. There's so many things you can see. These are really, really cool. These were here since the beginning, but this has also been expanded on. Again, none of these trees grow in this area, so all this has to be brought in. I'm going to take you up this trail and then we're going to walk back down it. Then you can see what I just saw, the full spectacular. Now these little guys up here are called hoodoos. They're forming into hoodoos. So they'll have a really cool top and a shape to them in a few 20, 50 years. Each one of these has a different color theme. Each color theme has anything from jewelry to stones to painted things to scarves, material that wraps around. And this is where I just walked from, and you can see the Badlands as a really cool desert area. So I'm out in Drumheller, Alberta. I'm going to go foraging with a friend of mine. She's going to pop in the video here in a sec. I'm going to make her, put her on the spot. She's going to be in the video. We are grabbing some sage, juniper, and wormwood, some absinthe. But before we start, I'm going to give an offering of sacred tobacco. This was gifted to me from my friend Claudette, my now elder. And I just want to give a sacred offering. Now, another way to do offerings is leaving behind crystals, stones, herbs, any type of offering that you want to make sure it's biodegradable, or if it is from the earth, you can give to the earth, or leave a stone, crystal, it's not going to harm. Sacred tobacco is a really good offering. It's a Cree indigenous way, and it also is an indigenous way in North America as well as Canada, the States. Now, if you don't have anything to offer, you're on the side of the road, you see something, but you want to give thanks, you can offer a strand of your hair, a DNA offering. And a friend of mine's doing that right now. This is Stevie.
Hey guys, nice to see ya. I have my offering of my hair here, and I'm just gonna run it through one of these beautiful glass beads and tie it around a little offering.
Yeah. So all again, herb offering, DNA offering in glass. A glass bead, not a plastic bead. So as she's doing that, I am going to sprinkle. Thank you for our bounty. Thank you for our foraging, for the herbs, for our desert herbs. I appreciate what the earth has to offer. Oh, look at this plant. It's got little corkscrews on it.
Oh,
Look at that.
cool.
What is that, little corkscrews?
I don't know what that is. I wonder if that is some wild tobacco growing.
I don't know.
Because it does grow in little hoopies like that.
Oh, I don't know. We just found something cool. Distraction. We both got ADHD. Both of us do. Okay, so I'm going to take you over to where we find the best sage. And there's some juniper up ahead. But I didn't see any juniper berries, and I found lots of wormwood. So last year I only found one little mound of wormwood. That was it.
Oh, really?
And I've been seeing it all over as we were walking. So we'll find some goodies. So follow me, and I'll take you to the next spot. So I just cut that part out. Oh, he's walking back up for us to chat. Here, I love those crickets. Want a shot? So the first bush that you see me walk up to is Alberta sage, and you can see in my friend's hand we are only taking a little bit off each bush at a time. Rule of thumb is 20%. There's so much in abundance here, we're doing about 10%. I'm going to show you here, this is not California white sage. You can tell by all the nodules, the smaller leaves. This is Alberta desert sage, also known as buffalo sage. Now in this area here, this bush is so big that I grabbed probably about 20% here. No, not even. I probably got was like 5%. And there's two types of sage here. One's the Alberta brush sage, the other one's a buffalo sage. There is the wormwood here that you can make absinthe from, but I just like it for spells or to have. My fancy Walmart bag, no big deal. It's just what I had. Don't judge. And another one you can get here is juniper. The berries it's not in season for that. But we got a little bit that's nice to also smudge with too. And this is lovely Stevie in her beautiful little hat and dress out foraging in the forest. If you notice, I don't have my dog with me in this video. I can't let her run around here. I had to keep her up top because there is possibility of rattlesnakes in this area, so I don't want her getting bit if she hears something. It's been a long time since there's been a sighting in this area, but it's still good to keep track. Here I'm snooping in her bag because I found that there's two sages. Look at that. I'm having a look, and then I'm grabbing her some. I'm like, you need this kind too. This is her first foraging trip she's ever been on, and respectfully, she did so well. And she was so proper. She gave an offering and everything. It was awesome to see. This is our campsite all set up. It's my dog all tuckered out after a long day of hiking through the different areas. We went on a day trip here to this ghost town. Now this little town is in Alberta, southern Alberta, Rombley it's called. And some of these buildings, like this funeral home, this embalming home, was actually brought in from other towns to save the buildings. Some of these are original buildings in the area that have been brought in, and some of them were already here. With that comes a history, like this blue huge house here. This was a school. This was a hospital. This was also, was there something else? A boarding house. It was a hotel for a while. And very, very, very haunted. So we got to do some ghost hunting while we were there too. Now, what is a road trip from Cara if I don't finish it off with a graveyard stop? Now, this was a tiny little graveyard. Maybe the mid to the late 1800s was some of the oldest graves. We walked around trying to find the oldest grave. I think it was 1887 I got a shot of one. There was, I think, an 1859. Oh, this one was an 1872. And the other one was an 1859. I'm not sure what Stevie found, if she found one older, but the history is very, very young here in this province. Well, thanks so much on our road trip. Even my dog is smiling. We're heading home. And thanks so very much for joining us today. And as always, have yourself a magical day.